That's right. We are going to check out one of my favorite places to live in Jupiter and the surrounding area today. And if you've never seen me before, my name is Andy Johnson at the Andy Johnson Group with eXp Realty. And I love doing videos like this and telling people about why it is such a great place to call home down here in Florida. And so why am I standing in front of a busy intersection? Well, that's because Island Way Road is one of my favorite locations in this area with some great residential spots to call home. I'm gonna take you down this road so you can get a vibe of what it feels like, tell you about some of the communities that can be found on it, the parks, tell you what's close by, and let you know why you may wanna live there. Let's go check it out. All right, folks, so we are starting off this road right here. Just next to me is actually Southeast Country Club Road, and we're getting ready to pull on to Island Way. So I am basically on the northeastern part of Island Way, which is what we're turning on to right now. So we're in Martin County currently. Part of this is going to be in Martin County. Part of this is going to be in Palm Beach County, and it's such a beautiful little drive. It's a 2-lane road. Other than this is going to dip out onto Indiantown, and beautiful homes along the way, all sorts of different communities. So one thing that you'll notice that we're coming up on here, these are going to be some of the bigger houses that we're going to see. This is Islands of Jupiter, not right past this neighborhood we're moving, but this bridge right here is a fixed bridge. So when you are south of Island Reach, you are no fixed bridges, which it adds a lot of value to the homes. When we move up to the north of this bridge, we're in fixed bridge territory, so it gets a little bit tougher. We're going to see values drop a little bit even on the larger homes. So this is Southeast Windward Island, this gated community right here that we're passing. Beautiful home on Southeast Island Reach Road back there, actually sold for $9 million. Absolutely stunning. You'll notice that a lot of the homes right here are very, very close to the road. These are all on the intracoastal though. Tree line street all the way down. Absolutely just stunning drive. You definitely are going to get traffic on Island Way because it's kind of a thoroughfare to get from Indiantown 95 back into Tequesta and Jupiter. But the homes are absolutely magnificent. Now, one of the drawbacks to being out here, I will say, is you don't have 17 Publix within 2 minutes. You know, where we are right now, you're probably going to be about 7 or 8 minutes from the grocery store. We just went over another little bridge that is again a fixed bridge that if you're to the south of, then you're going to have a higher price property. So we're crossing Jupiter River Drive right here, and this is the Moorings, and then we also have another community called Jupiter River Estates, both thrown into here. And I'm gonna veer off of Island Way for just a second so you guys can get a feel, because I love these freaking communities over here. Just so you guys can see, and it'll just be a short little trip and then we'll come down. These are all single family homes. A lot of them were built 80s and 90s. They're not as cookie cutter as you're gonna see in a lot of spaces. Some decent sized lots. You can tell that these have been here for a long time. The square footage on these homes starts at, on the low end, about 2,000. We actually have a listing over here right now for a 4,000 square foot home that is going to be priced still at about under $2 million, which is an amazing price for a 4,000 square foot home. This is a very minimal HOA area. These homes do have an HOA, but I think it's like $140 a year or something very inexpensive. And we're coming up on Loxahatchee River, which is going to take us back to Island Way. Again, you can see just beautiful tile roofs, beautiful homes, sidewalks, very pet friendly community, and a really, really great place to call home. A lot of these, what will vary, if you want, you'll notice that it's not gated, as opposed to when we just passed the community a minute ago, which was Islands of Jupiter. Excuse me, driving and thinking sometimes are hard for me. That is a gated community, but it's not a man-gated community. Beautiful home. So here we are. we find ourselves back on Island Way. As I mentioned, grocery store is going to be about 7 or 8 minutes from where we are right now, and we're driving closer to that every time. We're probably about 1.5 to 2 miles away from Indiantown, which if you head west, once you hop onto Indiantown, you are going to be able to access the Turnpike and 95, which is super convenient. This road does get a little crazy during rush hour at that Indiantown traffic light, because there's a lot of people coming in and out. So what we're passing right now, these are just some random homes. This home on the left is just like a random lot that was purchased. And then something else that you'll notice is how much just undeveloped land over here on the left with the car passing. So we've got preserve area over here. And then back behind that, what we're seeing back over there, that's Prado. Prado was built, probably started, I don't know, about 10 years ago or so, maybe a little bit less, I guess. Most of those homes are all sitting on an acre. And I'm gonna stop real quick because we got two things I wanna show you right here. Just a real quick, we've got Hidden Bridge Estates also. Awesome community, gated, not manned, big houses, beautiful homes, $3 million plus. That's on the low side. Really going up to 5 million. You see, we can get ready for the holidays, gates opening, someone's coming out, but I wanted to show you that. Sorry for that quick diversion. But then, like I said, we've got Prado across the street. Those homes are gonna range starting in the low 2.5 million, probably 2 million maybe for a single story, but then you get really large homes. They're 1 acre lots in there, as I was saying, or you do have some of the later lots that were half acre. So if you've watched any of my videos before, you know I love trees. I like how they look, I like the feel, and that's one of the great things about Island Way. I mean, check this out. It doesn't even feel like you're in South Florida when you're on Island Way, and that's one of the things that I like so much. This thing that's going in on the right is a brand new house that was just built on some land that was purchased. But all this preserved. Now off to our west, or to the right now, that is where you're going to find 95 and the Turnpike running north and south. So if we were walking on this sidewalk over here, you would definitely hear some road noise, and that's just something that happens. If you look straight back ahead over on the left, this is still Prado that we're seeing. Prado is a really, really large neighborhood, but very, very well manicured, and definitely an excellent place to call home if it's within your budget. And we couldn't pick a better day to be driving down here than today too. Beautiful blue skies. It's like 79 degrees today, and just absolutely stunning outside. You will see there's sidewalks on both sides of the road. People will be biking, walking dogs. There's actually a bike path that's kind of off the road over here as well, which is pretty cool, and a good place to hop on. You can walk on it as well. Indiantown, you know, most of you will probably be familiar with if you've been checking out the area, but if not, Indiantown has everything that you need. You're gonna have Walmart, you've got your grocery stores, a bunch of restaurants, Home Depot, bowling alley, all that kind of stuff. Costco, you're gonna find down on North Lake, so Costco from here is gonna be about 25 minutes. So we're coming up to a little roundabout here. On our left is going to be one of the entrances for Prado. And then on the right, which I'm gonna come in, and we've actually done a full video on, is this Bridgewater community. I'm just gonna show you the entrance and circle right back on out. Bridgewater is another community kind of similar to Prado. Actually, they have their gate open, so I'll let you kind of catch a glance, and if you like it, you can watch the video on it, where we've got big lots and large homes and absolutely stunning properties. You can walk in, you drive in, and just this big lake. This was developed by DeVosta. They're still building a couple more homes in here, but it's pretty much completed. And once it is, these gates will no longer be open. But a beautiful paver entrance into here. You can see the landscaping coming in is absolutely stunning as well. Something worth mentioning too, if you live out here and you're a golfer, you want a golf community, there is Turtle Creek Country Club, which is out on Southeast Country Club. That's where we started, right where we came in on Island Way. You can be a member out there. You'll see Ricky Fowler sometimes. So that's a pretty cool thing. So here's a sign leaving Martin County. We're coming into Palm Beach County now. On the right, we're gonna start to be able to see or kind of glimpse through. This is a community called Rialto. On the left, you can still see this is a lot of preserve over here, folks. So listen, can't promise for the end of eternity that this won't be developed, but I really think the intent is to leave this as undeveloped and to have nature in here. So they're actually doing construction up ahead of us. There's some road work, so they're going to divert us off to the left here. But on the right, back to Rialto. So there are a couple entrances to Rialto. This is a gated community. It is definitely an all-age community. You have single family. They're all single-family homes. I'm sorry. You have 1-story and 2-story homes in there. It's mainly going to be made up of 2-story properties. And then if you look on the left, just a note, and I'll tell you more about it, we have an awesome park over here that I'll pull in and let you see. But so Rialto, starting prices in there are going to be on the low end. Maybe you could grab something for like $850 on one of the smaller models. And then there's not too much that goes to $2 million right now. Most of the stuff's going to be like $1 million to 1.5, 1.6, depending on where you're located in the community. There's actually one section of this community that it really pushes out to the west. And just to give you an idea, we're kind of headed south right now, and it gets really close to 95. So you're going to have a lot of road noise there, and that's something that detracts a little bit from certain sections, but not all of the community. One of the really nice things about it, though, is, and I'm going to pull in this park. We'll come back to Rialto. Hold on. This is Jupiter Community Park that you'll see right here. This is a freaking awesome park. It's huge. Number one, you have pickleball out here, tennis. There's baseball fields, volleyball, kids sports, soccer fields. People bring their dogs out here. It's absolutely massive. I mean, you want to exercise, this park has it all. So I just kind of wanted to pull in because it's hard to tell you about everything and drive at the same time, but it's a really, really cool park. And this will actually allow us to look forward and see one of the entrances to Rialto. So this is the south entrance. This is actually a residents only entrance for Rialto. The other one is access for everybody. Let's see if I don't screw this up and end up going down the wrong lane and coming into oncoming traffic. Nope, we're solid. Okay, so one other really great thing about Rialto is their amenities in there. As a subdivision, the HOA is really reasonable, but they have got a sweet clubhouse, nice gym. Their pool is fantastic. We've done a video on Rialto too, so you can go check all of those things out. But it's got a kids pool or kids kind of play area with water, like splash pad. Thank you. A splash pad that's fantastic. You got basketball courts over there, lots of green space, walkable, super pet friendly. Honestly, I have no idea what they're doing. They are doing some major work. So if we look back forward again, all of this land over here on the right that we're seeing that is not completed yet. So this is owned by a company. I don't know when it will be developed. I've heard that eventually they're going to be developing some major medical offices over here, which is pretty crazy. It would bring a lot of stuff or a lot more jobs into the area and put some more pressure on the home inventory here and probably raise prices, because this is a lot of land that we're talking about right here to be developed. And last I knew, there was only one owner that had it. Now, Jupiter as a whole can kind of make development hard sometimes. Hard is the wrong word. They're particular about it. You know, they're just particular. We'll say it that way. But again, this may all be medical type offices, hospital, I don't know, at some point moving in the future. But you can see we're getting closer and closer to Indiantown, which is where we're going to stop this in just a minute. I'm going to pull into a shopping center just to show it to you. On the left up here is one more area that comes in off of Island Way. So if you were to turn left here on Limestone Creek, there is a new development of homes that are a little bit nicer down there, non-gated. You can get into them for about $800 or $900. A lot of that is going to be more affordable housing in Jupiter. There's something called Scenic, if I'm saying it right, park down there, where you can get into homes for like $500,000 or $600,000. Not quite as nice as a lot of what Limestone Creek is, but this is the shopping center right at the end of Island Way, and that was Indiantown. Awesome shopping center right here. You have McDonald's right across the street. There's a Kentucky Fried Chicken. There's a barbecue place right here. There's a place called Duffy's. They've got great drink specials. Drinks are okay, but the prices are good. Dentist office in here. Dollar Tree. Who doesn't shop at Dollar Tree, right? You've got a Tijuana Flats. If you look over here to the right, real heads up, there's a gas station over here, by the way, folks. Give some guy some props here. We actually use this guy. It's like freaking 30 bucks a month. As many car washes as you want, you can go through. So it's a pretty sweet deal. Place called CR Chicks that does chicken. There is a grocery store down here. You've got a Panera Bread and everything else that you could want. Oh, one other thing that's in here too, great gymnastics spots called Keep Flippin', and there's a performing arts academy for the kiddos that are trying to get in here. You even have a pet supermarket, plus 2 gas stations and a couple bars and a liquor store. Like, what else do you really need? So there you go. That is Island Way Road. I love it because of the feel, because of how it looks, and because of what it is. It's such a cool place. Like, we'll do more of these and I'll tell you about some other roads, and there's a lot of great neighborhoods, but there are, like, it is great neighborhood after great neighborhood after great neighborhood on that road. The public schools rate pretty well, you know, and that's another reason why, and you're just super close to everything. So listen, if you have any questions about the neighborhoods that are on that road, if you have questions about anything else that's going on in the area or other communities that may be a great fit for you, never hesitate to reach out. You know, that's what we're here to do, is tell you about great places to live like that. But if you want to know maybe a great road where some condos are located, I can help you out with that too. Thanks for checking out the video today. If you forgot to, go ahead and ring that bell and subscribe now. Thanks. We'll see you on the next one.